My father's wish, held for many years, is well known to all Singaporeans. He wanted the house at 38 Oxley Road to be demolished. After my mother died in 2010, my father wrote to the Cabinet to put his position on the record. This is the first note you have in the bundle, which is dated 27th of October 2010. And it's a letter from Mr. Lee to Cabinet, and it reads, 38 Oxley Road. I've discussed this with my family many a time. They agreed with me that 38 Oxley Road should not be kept as a kind of relic for people to tramp through. Take photos of it or whatever else they want, but demolish it after I'm gone. I've seen too many places which are kept frozen in time. My most vivid memory is that of Nehru's final home, that of the British naval commander of the Indian Ocean Fleet in New Delhi. Actually, it was another British general's home, but you get the point. It was once a grand building, kept as a monument with people tramping in and out. It became shabby. It is not worth the restoration unless they restore it just for people to look at it. 38 Oxley Road has no merit as architecture, so please respect my wish to have it demolished when I'm no longer around. Cabinet noted his letter. A few months later, in January 2011, my father published a book, Hard Truths to Keep Singapore Going. In the book, the question of preserving his house came up. He said, I've told the Cabinet, when I'm dead, demolish it. He explained again that he did not want the house to become a shambles. The cost of preservation would be high because the house was built over 100 years ago and had no foundation. If the house was demolished and planning rules could change, the value of the land as well as the surrounding plots would go up. However, after Hard Truths was published, there was a strong public pushback. Many Singaporeans did not agree with Mr. Lee. They wanted the house to be preserved. This was, after all, the house of Singapore's founding Prime Minister, where important political decisions were made that shaped the future of Singapore. We are a young nation, and what the house represents is of particular significance to our history and nationhood. So in March 2011, my father asked some newspaper editors for their views. All the editors replied that they would like it to be kept given its historical importance and heritage value. Guntur Sadali, then editor of Berita Harian, wrote to my father, I was personally shocked and sad when I first read about you saying that you wanted the house demolished after you are gone. The historical value of the house is priceless. If we demolish it, our next generations will regret it. We should avoid making this mistake. Mr. Lim Jim Kun, then editor of Lianhe Zaobao, suggested that the house be conserved and turned into a museum like the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. These were not the answers my father hoped to get. My father then wanted to leave the decision to his children. But we told him that only he could decide. He then said his decision was to knock it down. I told him that in that case, he should tell the editors and put it on the record. And so he did.